All right, time for a daily news roundtable. It is now easier than ever to get a divorce.
It appears that way, and starting today, there is a huge high-profile divorce lawyer in LA. Her name is Laura Wasser. She is launching a website today that will make divorce a little bit easier to do, because right now, as we know, it can take a long period of time, maybe not as long as it takes a little bit longer here in Canada. But here's what the site looks like. What does it do? Well, first of all, it's called Over Easy.
Okay.
Okay, so it gets to the point. And basically, it allows people to get divorced. You could get divorced from your tablet, your computer, by just clicking on some buttons, essentially. There are 3 tiers, 2 of which are $750, so the lower end, where you can do everything yourself. $2,500 is sort of the premium package. It includes filing court documents for you, some counseling as well. To compare that, I mean, this woman, who is a top divorce lawyer, she demands a $25,000 retainer, and then she charges $850 an hour.
That's a lot of money.
And she says, you know, with talking to her friends, one of the main reasons people don't want to go through with divorce is because of the time and because of the money. This way, you don't even step into a courtroom and you don't need a lawyer.
Wait, is she suggesting that the divorce rates would be even higher if divorce was easier?
Which means that she makes more money? Absolutely.
Interesting.
That's her business.
Yeah.
This isn't the first website of this kind, although interesting that she's tiered it. I have a friend who actually got divorced online. They had no kids, they had no assets to split between the two of them. It was called, I mean, this is years ago, but it was called UntieTheKnot.com.
Oh, wow.
And we were all concerned, is this legal? You know, is this
Yeah.
going to stand up in court? Yeah. It was.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I wonder, I was trying to dive into this a little bit in terms of, like, more complicated divorces. I didn't say anything about when there's children involved, like how does that go about? I mean, when you're talking about assets and you've got to divide all this stuff, I don't know how that functions. This is very new, at least this website is. So it'll be interesting to see if people take advantage of Over Easy.
Well, yeah, I mean, the fact that this could possibly increase the divorce rate, which is already nearly 50% of all divorces end, to know that that could go even higher. So I'm looking at it, so now you're paying for expensive wedding, for the most part. Now you're paying for a divorce. There's a lot of things you're paying for, and so what did you really get out of that relationship?
But I also look at
a burgeoning economy.
But I also
guess so, right?
The other
A lot
way,
of
for
people are
those people
employed.
that are stuck and don't have any money, this is allowing more access for people to be able to get out of a situation maybe that they are having a hard time getting out of.
I think that's a good point, for sure.
Interesting.
Very.
And you know, a good rule of thumb is make sure you really want to marry this person in the first place.
Oh, yeah, that whole thing.
There's that.
Okay, what if you had to split the assets of a castle?
Yeah, would you live in a $1.75 million castle in Calgary?
Do I get to be married
And you're
to Prince
saying,
Harry?
there's a castle in Calgary? There is no castle in Calgary. It's just a house that's made to look like a castle.
Oh.
It has cream-colored stone walls, a lookout tower, mint green battlements on the outer walls, not to mention 6 spiral staircases, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, double-attached garage. It calls itself a castle, but it really looks like it's from the 70s. And I gotta ask, is this, Linz?
I would flip this one.
You would flip this one? Look at that kitchen. Linz, look at that kitchen. It's like
That
right
is
out
a
of
dream
Goldberg's.
for me. This is gold. You know, you go through neighborhoods and you visit houses, and you always wonder what people's decisions were based on with some of the interesting architecture choices and interior choices as well.
Oh, look,
How big is it?
That has to be the
a cotillion.
70s.
You could have a cotillion
That
down
has
there.
to be the
Yes.
I like the parquet flooring with the patterned carpet.
Of course, because you need to dance, right?
How much did you say this was for sale?
$1.75 million in Calgary.
And how big is it?
It is.
It's a castle.
Yeah, it's a castle. It's got.
I wonder if those are the neighbors.
I'll tell you. Yeah,
right
stand
there.
by. It's 3.5 bath, 4 bedroom.
Yeah.
And they had up to 400 people showed up for the very first open house, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. That's the looky-loos who are curious about walking into a castle.
I don't think I can live here, and I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
The bigger the house, the more you have to clean.
That's true.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So
That's true.
I'm all,
Does anyone even know how to clean a turret? I don't.
yeah, exactly. Small spaces, less stuff you have to have,
That's true.
less
I
stuff you
like
have to
that.
clean,
That's true.
less stuff you have to buy. You know what I mean? So you want to keep your life simple, just like that elder that you talked about, 107-year-old. She said less problems in life.
true.
The more house you have, the more problems you have.
That's right.
The more money you
The
have,
more
more
money,
problems
more
too.
problems,
So
I
I guess that's it.
Did you say that?
More money, more problems.
There you go.
All right, so you're no to the castle.
Yeah, but you still want it though?
Well, we'll see.